Commedia dell'arte is a form of improvisational comedy born of 17th century Italian culture. It uses archetypes represented by character masks and often explores the relationships and interactions between these characters. However, today we're going to meet some of these characters and explore what's going on behind the masks. Ah, the High Pantalone. We are so graced to meet him. You see, Pantalone is a very busy man, well respected for his successful and wealthy business. Despite his old age and aching body, his mind is still as sharp as a knife, and some would say, just as dangerous. Whoa, not me, Pantalone, that's just what we've heard. Oh, he's so easily irritated. Well, I guess being a busy man doesn't leave much time for socialising. Ahoy there, Captain! Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You see, the Captain of the Watch is a very important man. Despite his humble background, the Captain is a military figure. It's said he's so brave and so loyal, he'd lay down his life if one of his masters required it. No, not right now, Captain. Well, as you can see, he might not be quite so confident after all. Some think him to be the toughest man in the lands, but he's actually much more at home with a nice cuppa and a cosy blanket. That's right, Captain. You settle in there, get yourself nice and comfy. Oh, what's... well, I should have known. Harlequin, you really spooked the Captain there. You see, Harlequin here is always up to something and never misses a chance to play a trick. Isn't that right, Harlequin? Yes, you. You see, some see Harlequin as little more than a playful jester, but they're mistaken. Each trick is carefully planned and carried out with great care to... I'm sorry, Harlequin, am I boring you? All right, well, I guess we'll see you later then. Yes, all right, go on. Oh, it's Zanny the servant. He's a curious soul, but ever so worried about what his masters might do if they catch him. Hi, Zanny. Oh, no, don't worry, you're not in trouble. You just carry on with your business, okay? All right, there you go. You see, Zanny over here is seen as little more than a lowly servant, often lost, confused, scared. But if they just took the time to get to know poor Zanny, they'd realise there's so much more to him than just his class. Zanny, can you go find Pantalone and bring him here? Brilliant, thank you. So, now that we've met everyone, we're going to spend a little bit of time finding out who they might really be. Please, take a seat. Pantalone, despite your success, you're often seen as rude or grumpy. Why is that? Well, we know you're busy, but... All right then. Callan, can you please lift your mask and tell us who Pantalone is to you?
I think there's moments where we can all be a little bit Pantalone. To me, Pantalone is old, he's grumpy, he's grouchy, he's tired, but he's also busy. And I think the times that I feel most like Pantalone is when I'm busy and stressed. And sometimes I get a little bit grumpy, a little bit snippy. I can get a little bit, well, Pantalone.
Ah, Captain, it's good to see you again. Please, take a seat for us. Captain, can you tell us a little bit about your experiences? What about the times you feel a little bit scared? You know, it's okay to admit when something's scary.
What? Oh.
Callan, please lift your mask and tell us who the captain is to you.
The captain. Now, the captain is a really interesting mask because, well, it's a mask over the top of the mask. So the captain is this scared, this timid, this lost man. He's confused. He's out of his depth. But instead of admitting that and working towards bettering himself to fixing the issues, he puts on this facade. He puffs his chest out and he goes in headstrong. And well, I think we've all been the captain. We've all been faced with a situation where we're confused, scared, out of our depth. But instead of tackling the issue, we put on a happy smile or a big mustache in the captain's case, and we try to be that person that we're not. And yeah, I think we've all done that.
Ah, Harlequin, you're back. I hope you've not been causing too much trouble. Please, take a seat. Harlequin, why do you love pranks so much? Even when it makes people sad? So you do realise that pranks can be hurtful? Callan, can you please lift the mask and tell us who Harlequin is to you?
The Harlequin. The Harlequin is one of our servant masks, so he's seen as a lowly character. He's often seen as a trickster, a mischief maker, and he's usually up to no good. But I think the Harlequin represents more than that. The Harlequin represents a playful deflection, a way of dealing with a serious issue, a way of dealing with a problem that we don't want to deal with. So we put on a smile, we put on a joke, we have a laugh, and we disguise it all with humour. And I know I've definitely been the Harlequin in life. I've definitely been faced with an issue where I think, oh, I really don't know what to do here. So instead, we make a joke about it. And I think we know that although that's the Harlequin approach, that isn't necessarily the best.
Hello, Zanny. It's good to see you again. Could you take a seat, please? Yes, on the sofa. Yep, that one. Brilliant. Zanny, what is it that makes you worried? If you're so worried about your masters, why are you so curious? Oh, don't worry, Zanny. Being curious is a good thing. Callan, can you please remove your mask and tell us who Zanny is to you?
Zanny, our last mask. Now, Zanny is another servant mask. He's the bottom of the pile in the Commedia dell'arte pecking order. And, well, he's often seen as a scared character, but a curious character. A character that doesn't necessarily know his place in everything happening around him, but a character that always tries his best to find it. A character that's always trying to find solutions, to find answers. And, well, if I had to choose any of the masks that we've looked at today, Zanny would be the mask that I want to be the most. Zanny isn't as arrogant as the captain, and isn't as mean and cold-hearted as Pantalone. Although he can be funny and sometimes playful, he's not mean or deflective like the Harlequin. Zanny represents honest curiosity, an honest want to change, an honest want to better himself. And yeah, if I could be any of these characters in an unknown new situation, I'd choose Zanny. Oh. Oh. Oh.